All right, all right, all right. You gonna learn today. Oh man, if you guys don't know what that reference is from, it is from a Kevin Hart stand-up comedy special, which I must have missed when it came out. I think it's from 2011, and the title escapes me at the moment. But I recently saw it with my parents. I was visiting my parents, and we were watching some stuff on Netflix. We usually end up getting into a stand-up comic because we love comedy. And it's just a special I haven't seen before, or at least don't remember. And there's a really funny bit with Kevin Hart talking about his father, and super friggin' funny. Had me in stitches. But anyway, if you don't know the reference, that is okay, because we're moving forward with the content of this video. And we're talking about EDC stuff. E to the D to the C. Everyday carry tools. So everything on this table here, it looks like a lot of stuff, right? It is a lot of stuff. I carried everything here today except for 2 items. And those items are this Spyderco knife and this Kershaw. But I put them on the table because I've been carrying these lately, and I wanted you guys to see it because it's been in my knife rotation. I already did a review on this. You will see a review on this very soon. So stay tuned for that. As far as the old stuff, phone's the same. Still got the black Magpul case from a viewer, Christmas present. I love it. Screen is nice and dirty because I don't use screen protectors. What do you think of that? That's right. I got finger marks on my phone, but I don't care. Works fine. Using the Net 10 service, still really like that. I know there actually are a couple cheaper things out there than Net 10, but I'm still, researching it. Right now, this has been fine. It works out fine. So, anyway. Wallet. Still using this wallet. Now, it's funny because when I first started using this wallet, I told you guys, I was a little embarrassed. When I go to pay for stuff, I got to unzip it. I feel like I'm like a 12-year-old boy. Back in the day, I had lots of zippered wallets and lots of Velcro. But honestly, I don't give a rat's ass what I look like anymore. It works great, and I'm proud of it. And people can wait an extra 2 seconds for me to unzip my damn wallet. What do you think of that? Standing behind me online, rolling your eyes. No one ever did that. But in my mind, every time I take my wallet out, I'm kind of thinking people are going, Jesus, a zipper? I got stuff to do. Can't be standing behind this guy in line. But it works out great. Got the Card Sharp 2 in here, the metal one. You guys will see a review in the future when I have some more use on it. And I still have the silver dollar in there as well, which I recently used with my niece to teach her how to play heads and tails. And she's great at it. She's actually really damn good. So if you ever get into a heads and tails contest with my niece, Kaylin, you will lose. So moving on. Let's continue talking about knives. Got the MT Knives neck knife here. Loosened up very nicely. When I first got this, I told you guys how stiff it was, and I was a little concerned because this is nice and smooth here. But with a little bit of use, it loosened up just as I was told. I did try a wrap on this, and it is great. It's awesome, and I think I'll eventually put a wrap back on it. But I took the wrap back off because I realized that it's not really, you don't get it with a paracord wrap on there, so I shouldn't really be testing it that way. I should test it as you are going to get it. That's the whole purpose of the review, is not testing a modified version of it, but how you may get it if you bought it. Still every bit of awesome as it was originally, and still just as damn sharp. Speaking of sharp, I watched this DVD from the man, Beyond Razor Sharp, and I learned some stuff. And I'm going to talk about that. I'll do a separate video on this video. And I actually picked up some different equipment because of that DVD, which I'll talk about in the review of it. Even though I already had pretty damn sharp knives, they're even sharper now. So I'm very happy about that. Continue with knives. I have a George Muller custom here. Super, super nice, super smooth. Beautiful, beautiful knife. I'll be doing a review on this soon. Been carrying it and using it. This was sent to me also by a viewer. I'll talk more about that when I do the review on this. But this is a $500 custom, and not a lot of people actually use their custom knives. And I can tell you, it is a pleasure. This is a beautiful piece of artwork, but I'm so happy that I can just use the thing. Part of it is because it was sent to me, and I don't have money to buy this right now. Most of you guys watching right now don't have $500 to spend on a knife. But if you do, and you really want to save up, or if you're in the market for custom knives, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to actually use these things. It's a shame that there's probably a million or multi-million-dollar collections out there, not from one person, but collectively. Basically there's all these damn expensive knives that no one uses. The guy puts on the soft cloth gloves and goes into the dark vault and pulls out his $800 custom and, doesn't want to breathe on it. It's just a shame. They're beautiful, And I get it, you know, you don't want to scratch up your investment. That's the problem, is a lot of people get expensive knives like this. They pay $500 for a knife or $600 for a single knife. And they're like, you know, I want this to retain its value. What if I want to sell it? I don't want to lose money. I can't scratch it. You know, I get that, but come on. I mean, it's just something else to actually use these. They are functional. It's what they're made for, to be used, not just to be gawked at. So anyway, we'll talk more about that when I do the review of that knife. Last knife here is another custom. This is from a viewer. And when I first got this, I opened it up and I'm kind of like, the design is really not for me. It's just a little weird. But this thing is really growing on me fast. First of all, its performance is amazing. It's got S35 VN, which is one of my favorite steels. Holds a ridiculous edge. This is the first time this person said that they used wood. Did a knockout job. I think they said they were used to using my Cardiff scales, which is really nice. The design, it's a weird combination of different things. You know, the kind of organic curves that are on here, on the handle in the midsection, it throws me off because we have this abrupt, you know, tanto front end or reverse tanto, okay? And we have this, you know, real abrupt lines towards the back. It's kind of weird. I don't know, it's different. I love it. I have to say, it's really, really growing on me. So you will see a review on that in the future when I have some more use on it as well. As far as the, what do you want to see? I know some people are like, dude, talk about the watch. And everyone's like, what's that thing? Is that a pen? What is that? Is it a Kubotan? Like, oh man, a comb. Let's talk about the comb. Yeah, that's self-explanatory. I'm growing a ratty beard out, so I need to comb it so people, you know, still talk to me when I'm in public. I'm actually in the market for a good comb. If you guys know where to get a good folding comb or possibly a metal comb, because this thing is not cutting it. I mean, it's just, you know, I need something better. But anyway, moving on. This is a magnetic pen. This is part of a Kickstarter program, which I'll talk about in the near future. But I've been carrying this lately to get some opinions on it. It's basically made up of a bunch of earth magnets, all right? As you can see here, they're pretty damn strong. And they're just a bunch of tubes, all right, put together. There's a couple pieces here that are not magnetic, but work together with the magnets. Obviously, this is going to be your cover, all right, for your pen. And then, you know, of course, the back comes off, and then the entire thing is just a bunch of magnets. And I find myself playing with this all the time. This kit comes with some steel balls, so there's other things you could do with it besides having it as a pen. But I'm carrying this in my shirt pocket. I've been wearing a lot of button-up plaid shirts lately, and I find myself using it. The actual cartridge is very nice quality. So we'll talk about that more in the future, but it's basically just a fully magnetic pen. You can see one of the issues here with it, as I struggle to put the thing back together, but you know, it's pretty damn cool. The only problem I'm having is this pocket clip. Put this back together, you have to, it's kind of pressure fit there, but there you go. All right, but more times than not, just, you know, pull the cap off, use it. In fact, you can put the cap right back on the back end so you don't lose it. Use the pen, then you're good to go. But these magnets are extremely strong, so sometimes I'm struggling because it's starting to connect to other parts when I don't want it to. But anyway, you'll see more about that in the future. As far as the Zippo is concerned, we have our 1935 replica. Huge fan of the replicas. I like all of them. I like this one the most just because it's the most different, honestly, with the outside hinge, just a squared off body. I had a couple people think that this was a fake Zippo. They're like, oh, you really like that lighter, you should probably get a Zippo. They're really cool. I'm like, this is a Zippo. But it's so different because most people don't see the replicas. Most people, you know, don't see the real squared off, you know, original versions of what they understand a Zippo to be. But it's just one of my favorite models. Besides this, I also carry the white matte version quite a bit, as well as that lanyard one. Have you guys seen the one with the bail on it? And I put the little lanyard on. I occasionally carry that as well. As far as keys, same setup exactly. I have the screw pop tool, not Zippo, Bic holder. This thing did get loose on me. Right? A little update on this. This piece got bent out a little bit just from constantly putting it back in. What was nice about this design is that you can literally push this clip back down to bend it so that it's a nice tight fit again. All right, so no issues there with holding lighter. Never fell out at all, just got a little bit loose. It was a 1 second fix. All right. As far as flashlight, I'm rocking 2 different flashlights. This is one I had today, so I put it in the EDC video here. It's an Olight S15R Baton. I still don't think that I reviewed this. I always think that I did. And then when I go to charge it and stuff, I think about it and I look through my videos and realize I didn't. So I promise eventually I'll have a review on this light and its brothers in the series. But I'm also using the Through Night T20T again. Just another cool little pocket light that I've favored before. So that's what's going on with the lights. Phew! What else? The watch. A Spovan watch. This is basically a rip-off of a G-Shock. The reason I got this was in a trade. I got this one brand new from someone, and the whole allure of this one, opposed to me wearing my G-Shock, is that this has a weather function in it. And I might do a video talking about this specific watch in the future, maybe a review on it. It's actually really nice. It's everything you expect from like a G-Shock, you know, same quality. It's very comfortable on the wrist. It's very lightweight, blah, blah, blah. It's got all the same features, but the addition of this this weather function, which gives you weather predictions as well as, you know, real-time temperature and stuff like that. So really interesting, very confusing though. Any digital watch with all the bells and whistles, none of them are needed. It's just kind of cool. And lately with our ridiculous weather, it's just been a little fascinating in watching this and seeing what this picks up. So I've been wearing that lately. And I'm actually used to wearing a watch pretty much every day now. I've gone through phases where sometimes I wear a watch, sometimes I wear paracord bracelets. A lot of times in the last year, I've been wearing those wristbands, you know, for all kinds of things, from soldiers to the NRA to, you know, all kinds of crap. But now, pretty much every day, I got a watch on, and eventually I'll switch back to my G-Shock or something else. So that leaves us with one last thing. The gun and holster. See, spare magazine, G36. And talking about the airplane. Alright. This gun is wonderful. Like, a lot of people ask me, hey Jeff, that's me. That's why they say that. Say, hey Jeff, why'd you go with a G36 when you can have much more capacity? You could have went with a Glock 30. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I wanted the smallest 45 ACP Glock there was, but it's just I'm really good shooting with this one. I'm more accurate than any of my other guns. Also, the sheath here, or holster, sheath, I'm in knife mode. The holster here is an Alien Gear holster. You can see it's starting to wear off that logo a little bit. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. Okay, the number one, I'm carrying my Glock way more often than before. Before I was carrying the Kel-Tec a lot just because it was more convenient. It's extremely, extremely comfortable. I haven't even tried the outside the waistband yet because I'm in love with this. You will definitely see a review on this in the future. It is probably my favorite inside the waistband holster, you know, thus far. So anyway, that pretty much concludes the EDC update here. Let's put some knives in there, something to look at. Yeah, that's been what's going on with the everyday carry stuff. You guys know it's constantly changing. There'll constantly be a flow of flashlights and knives and, you know, tools and such. Some stay, some go, but it's all about the journey, all about trying new things and seeing what you like, keeping what you do, and getting rid of what you don't. So hopefully you guys, you know, maybe got some ideas of some stuff to carry. There is no multi-tool. Multi-tools are kept in my car, my bag. I haven't had one on me lately, in case you guys are wondering. The, you know, SAC guys out there and the Victorinox guys and, of course, the Leatherman crowd, they're like, oh, come on, man, you need a multi-tool. I know. That's why I have one in my car at all times, but not on me because I already have way too much stuff on me. Believe it or not, obviously without these two knives, carrying all this stuff today, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, a lot of people look at this and they're like, there's no way, dude. There's way too much weight there. It's got to be pulling your pants down. Not at all. Not at all. It's actually very comfortable, but I think it's more so because I'm so used to carrying a lot of gear. I've been doing this for many years now, so I'm not fazed by carrying multiple knives and a full-size gun and everything else. For someone who's not used to it, if you're used to just carrying your keys around and maybe like a pack of cigarettes or your cell phone or something like that, then yeah, this is a little daunting to think of carrying all this stuff on you. But you just get used to it. Really, I mean, the gun's not heavy anymore to me. Everything's balanced on my waist. You know, it's not like I have back problems because I'm carrying, you know, 3-4 knives at a time. It's not like that. It's very, very comfortable. So anyway, that's all. Hopefully you guys enjoy the update. Let me know what your newest acquisition was, your newest knife, your newest watch, your newest gun. You got something cool to add to your EDC, I want to hear it down below, and everyone else wants to read it as well to get more ideas for them and what they want to carry. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.